Maoist News fans, it has been revealed that in India, 3,000 children die from hunger every single day. Now at the same time, 1.5 billion in grain is rotting, unconsumed, just lying around. Think about that. $1.5 billion worth of grain, while 3,000 children starve to death every day in India. That is an astronomical number. Officials say the 6 million tons of grain could be actually much higher, 19 million tons, and they're exposed to weather and all that kind of stuff. It's basically rotting away. It could be upwards of 19 million tons of grain is rotting away. The reason for this was given in a Reuters article. It is an extraordinary paradox created by a rigid regimen of subsidies for grain farmers, a woeful lack of storage facilities, and an inefficient, corruption-plagued public distribution system that fails millions of impoverished people. Quite why the authorities could not simply offload the mountains of grain for free to fill empty stomachs is puzzling, but the explanation lies in the complex regulations that govern procurement and distribution. Now this explanation is actually mostly quite true. There is a vast, complex, and frankly inefficient distribution system to get food out to people. But also one must keep in mind why this is here. It is there to protect profits. It's there to protect a grain market so that it can be profitable. Essentially, in the end, all of this is still done to make money, not fill the stomachs of people who are starving to death. These children. Now, if they didn't bother with trying to maintain some kind of market equilibrium or to keep the market balanced so that it functions properly, and just sent the damn food to starving people, we wouldn't have this problem. Right-wingers are going to come out, particularly libertarians, and just outright blame regulation for this. No. This is the fault of capitalist regulation. They are trying to maintain a market. If they just said, to hell with the market, and just gave the damn food to starving people, everything would be fine. But they have this messed up system where they're trying to hybridize a socialist distribution with a capitalist distribution. And doing that is making things worse. They just have to throw it out right now. Distribution is always a problem. It doesn't matter India or whatever. There's starving people because they can't afford the food. Poor people who have no money can't buy food. Thus, the food doesn't go to them because it's not profitable. It goes to who does have the food. Primarily the first world, who has the most money, which is why we waste so much damn food. It's because we have the money, and market forces, that invisible little hand of the market, determines that it goes to us. This is a large reason of why there is starvation in the world today. There's more than enough food for everybody in the world, but because of the principles of the market and capitalism, there has to be hunger. There is no real reason why this has to be happening.